This is the Muzilog Magazine Podcast with host Sam Archer. Welcome to Muzilog.com, the platform where music, entertainment, and culture lives. Today we have a special guest in the building. She goes by the name of Eiza Murphy. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
You are, but everyone asked that, but you got it right, yeah.
Okay, I got to be sure. I don't want to mess up your name.
No, you got it.
Okay, and you're based in the UK.
Yeah, so I'm in London right now, but I'm from Ireland.
Oh, okay. That was one of my questions. Were you originally from the UK, or so you're from Ireland?
Yeah, my accent is probably really strong, actually.
Oh, well, I have to learn. There's so many accents on the planet. I think we have to live about 500 years to get used to all the different accents we ever gonna have on the planet. Yeah, but it's a pleasure to have you here today. How are you doing today?
I'm good. It's I think 2:00 here, and it's morning there, so the day's been good so far.
Okay. So, somewhere I read that you're a writer. When did you start writing?
Oh God, I started when I was young. I was about 7. But I only started taking it seriously at the end of last year when I started releasing. So it was always just kind of like a hobby.
So let me ask you a question. Are you young right now, or you mean when you were younger, or you said when you were young? So
yeah, I mean when I was 7, so a baby.
I'm just messing with you. Yeah. Because you do look young, so I just wanted to be sure. I get caught up with it. Don't worry. You know what? The joke didn't work. It's I just messed it up. Do you play an instrument?
Yeah, so I actually play the violin, which is kind of random. But I don't. So I did my grades in violin and stuff, and I stopped playing 2 years ago. I play every now and then, but I just used to practice a lot, and now I don't. So yeah, I play the violin, and then I use the piano for writing.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And do you also get involved with the production and maybe the arrangement of the music as well?
Yeah, I actually lived in America for a while, in New Jersey, next to you.
Okay, right up the street.
Yeah, because I went to a production school to learn production, so I would always do the demo version of the song, and then my sister would take it over just for fresh ears.
Okay.
So yeah, some production as well.
What was the name of the school, if you don't mind me asking?
It was called Dubspot, School of Electronic Music, but I think it's gone.
Oh, it doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah, there was this massive. I don't even know, this big problem with the teachers not getting paid and stuff like that. So it's gone.
Oh, sorry to hear that. But based on what I hear in your music, it seems like it really helped you develop into the artist you are today.
Thank you. Yeah, I was I hadn't done production before I went there, and I was I think I was 15. And I didn't know anything about production. So yeah, it really helped start. Yeah.
Okay. What made you move to the UK? I mean, were you also trying to pursue music in the US, or maybe the UK because of family? Were you visiting, or what caused you to move back
to the UK? Yeah, so basically in Ireland you have 1 year, and it's called transition year before your final exams. So you can either stay in school and do nothing, or you can skip the year, or you can go and get work experience. It's really strange. But so my aunt lives in New Jersey, so I decided to go live with her. And then so that's why I came back, because it was only for the year. so I had to come back and do my school exams. So
that's I never knew that. That's different.
yeah,
That's
it's weird.
you call
Yeah.
it a transition year.
Yeah, and like if you stay in school, you basically just watch TV in school and do like a play, and that's it. It's very strange.
Interesting. Is there like an objective though? It's sort of like what, just for you to see life moving by while you do something else?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the logic of it?
Yeah, it's basically just to like have a break after doing your like junior exams, and like to kind of, if you want to get work experience, can just it's just a year of nothing.
Oh.
It's strange.
Okay. Oh, hey. It probably works. That's why it's still doing it.
Yeah.
But okay. So what made you decide to step out as an artist? What was that thing that made you wanted to come out and say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna do this?
Yeah. Well, I had these songs, and I think like I always planned on releasing them. So I don't think there was anything that like made me decide I'm going to release them and be an artist. I think I was always just like presuming that I'd do that one day. So yeah, there wasn't like one thing that made me decide, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you've just been in your path, like writing and composing, singing. Yeah. So you just said, hey, I'm going to put out a song.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. that can happen. That can happen.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your influences. Who are some of the people you've been listening to sort of?
Yeah, I've really random influences. Like, I love Jessie Reyez. Have you heard of her?
Not yet, but I'll probably look her up after when I'm editing. Yeah. Jessie Reyez?
Yeah, so Reyez, Reyez. And then
Reyez, okay.
Yeah. And then I love like Lana Del Rey, Johnny Cash, like just weird random influences. I think just anyone who's like left of pop but also focuses on like lyrics and concepts.
So yeah, when you say Johnny Cash, although he was country, he had a slight like a little bit of folk into his delivery.
Yeah, I think more because of like his lyrics, if that makes sense.
Yes, right. So you gotta have lyrics, definitely.
Yeah, like just the story, and I think Lana Del Rey and Jessie do that as well. You know, they really like make a story. So just any artist that's like that, basically.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
that's cool. I've been, because even though your music is very current, it has a nice like it has like an airy vibe to it, so it's breathly, it has some breath in it, you can breathe. And then when I hear how you deliver your melodies, I'm like, there's a little bit of folk in here. It's like you have like almost like a little thing to like a storytelling, or you're talking about a philosophy, and it's sort of like, and the music, it sits really nice on your productions. So do you have a team of people that you work with that help you with this, or are you like Prince in the studio doing everything yourself?
So I write mostly by myself, just because I work best that way for some reason. And then my sister has produced every song on my project because she's an amazing producer. Her name's Lenii. She's also like her own artist. And then I have like other producers that I work with. Like my next song is also produced by a guy called Jay Nebula. Nebula, sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, I basically write by myself mostly, and then produce with other people, if that makes sense.
Okay, it does. And this is the second time you're mentioning your sister, and being that she's a producer. When she's ready to do anything, please let her know that Muzilog is here, that she can, you guys can set something up, and we'll be happy to have her on here as well.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, okay. She has a project out herself as well. So
Okay. Okay. Well, keep us posted on the in the West. Okay, and we'll be happy to have her on Musilog.com.
This is the Muzilog Magazine Podcast with host Sam Archer. We'll be right back.
My next song is called Barren Ball, and it's out on April 16th. You can pre-save it now, and you can listen on the 16th.
You have a couple of, before we talk about the music you have coming.
Mm-hmm.
How many songs you have in the system right now that folks can check out and enjoy some of your vibe?
So I just released my first 2 songs, so Black Hole and Taxi, and then the next one is coming in a few weeks, Barren Ball. So there'll be 3 in total.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so would these songs lead to like an album, or would you just be doing more like a singles type of a thing?
Yeah, at the moment, I'm just releasing singles and then an EP. So that's the plan for this year at the moment.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Bat and Ball. That's your new single that you have coming. Now, what's the day that it's dropping?
The 16th of April, so the Friday.
Okay. So let's talk about that song. What inspired that song?
I think there wasn't like a situation that inspired it, but I wanted to write a song about like control or like dominance in a relationship, but like not just like a romantic relationship, but any relationship, because I feel like in every relationship there's someone who's more in control or more like dominant. So that's what Barren Ball is about, just like sharing that control.
So based on how I read it, are you saying that one week you'll be the bat and then the following week you'll probably be the ball?
Oh, that's maybe, yeah. I kind of thought like the idea was if someone has the Barren Ball, like they're in control, to pass it over to the other person. So yeah, I guess that's right.
Okay, but yeah, I kind of read like, okay, so it's almost like a power sharing I got from what I read, but so I just wanted to be sure that was the sort of vibe that you were going for. And I'm curious, what would have been your like visual screenplay? Because sometimes as a writer, you sort of see the story a certain way, even though the video will look totally different. But songwriters, they see how the words are gonna go. They see the melody and all these different things. Like, how does it come off to you?
With this one, that's so interesting, because with this song, like when I was writing it, I had like a screenplay in my head, and that doesn't really happen much when I'm writing. But I wrote this song in like 15 minutes because it was like visual for me. So it's weird, but in my head I was like in this kind of desert. It sounds so weird. And I was in this like Mustang old car. So it was kind of like, and then there was like the cigar, and it was kind of like an old-fashioned but deserty image in my head, which sounds really weird to say it out loud, but I can see it.
Wow, you say that, and I'm thinking of like a Mad Max type of a era, like
just like that old Scotch kind of scene.
Okay, all right. Hey, I'm a songwriter too, of course. So as songwriters, we would share similarities in how we pull ideas either from the universe or how we think, and so you'd have like a little screenplay. So what would you like listeners and music lovers to get from your music?
I think there's almost like 2 types of artists in a way, and one type kind of intimidates, if that makes sense, and the other type I feel motivates. Like when I listen to Lana Del Rey or like Johnny Cash, because they're so like conceptual or just storytelling, I kind of get lost in that and get motivated by that. And then there's the other type that's like perfect pop artist, I guess, and that would intimidate me. So I kind of hope to be the one that motivates, if that makes sense. Like that was a really long way of getting there.
Okay, so the others are the ones who, when you listen to them, they make you want to go practice.
Kind of, or just like, you know, when you really feel a song and it makes you get lost in it and it just inspires you. And then sometimes there's these songs that are so perfect that you don't connect with them. Yeah. So I kind of want to be that like raw, just storytelling song.
Okay, that's cool. So after you release this single, what else would you have? Well, the single Barren Ball. What else would you have coming up? Do you have like live performances, or you might have a little tour? What's Eiza going to be doing after the single drop?
Well, right now, I'm in lockdown because London and like most of Europe is in lockdown. So there's no live performances planned yet. But after Barren Ball, I have another single and then another single. So I'm kind of just focusing on like the next releases more than the next live shows, because we don't really know when live's going to happen again here.
Okay, and please do keep us posted on that. When you have it, you just shoot us the press release. We could also throw something in the mix to let folks know that that you have something coming down the pikes. So I would detour a little bit because I like to mess with the artists. Oh, by the way, let your team know, and I'm saying your team. I like your video production, like the quality. And I think they're doing a really good job with that. And I even looked at your covers. Really, really great work. So I'm sure that's between you and the team that you're working with. Tell them that they're doing a really good job on that side of things for you.
This is the Muzilog Magazine Podcast with host Sam Archer. We'll be right back.
My next song is called Barren Ball, and it's out on April 16. You can pre-save it now and you can listen on the 16th.
So now that we got all that out of the way, let me mess with you with the off-limit stuff here.
Oh gosh. Cool.
So first of all, I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite color?
For some reason, I always say purple, but I don't think I have one.
Oh, if purple was a person, purple would feel very hurt right now.
I know. Let's go with purple.
You're going to go with purple?
Yeah.
Royalty. Okay, that's cool. Royalty. You're close to the Royals, right?
Yeah. Well, did you see the interview with Oprah?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I didn't I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I saw portions.
Oh my God, London was going crazy. But anyway, sorry, back to...
That's all right. I can imagine. People were going crazy over here too.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you have a day that you're not really doing much and you decide you want to go into your kitchen and prepare something, are you someone that cooks something? And if you do, what's the favorite thing you like to prepare?
Yes, I love cooking. Well, I don't love cooking. I cook.
You tolerate cooking?
And I have tolerated it, yeah. And I have like a pasta dish that I cook. Like pasta sounds so boring, but I put in like veg and then a special sauce. So it's like a whole meal.
Okay, so when you say special sauce, is this like something you buy in the grocery, or do you actually make this special sauce?
I make this. To be fair, it's only like pesto, agave, soy sauce, and those. So it's not that special, but
okay. And do you drink anything with this, or you just, do you work with water? What happens?
I mean, I think it's good enough by itself. It's like
Oh,
very.
so you don't even, we can't wash it down with anything, you know?
um, to be fair, it would probably be good with like a glass of white wine, maybe.
Ah, okay. All right. I see. I see. White wine with pasta and the special sauce
Yeah.
that Eiza makes. Now, would it have any meatballs in there, or it's just straight up veggie? Like, are you vegan or?
Yeah, I'm vegan, so I would put in like tofu sometimes, but it's normally just like veg and the pasta. So it's like just a pasta veg dish.
Okay. How long have you been a vegan?
Almost 2 years, and then I was vegetarian for 2 years before that. Oh no, 1 year before that. So it's like 3 years vegetarian, 2 years vegan.
What's the difference?
Well, vegetarian is just not eating meat, and then vegan is not eating like any animal products, so like milk and cheese and dairy and yeah.
Okay. I can't. I knew that. It's just that I want the listening audience to. I gotta think about my audience. Okay, so I like the dish thing, by the way. So let's go to the other question. Who are the, let's say your top, well, no, let's say who, mention 3 artists that's in your MP3 player at this time.
Royal and the Serpent. I just found her. She's really good. Lana Del
Her name
Rey.
is what? Royal who?
Royal and the Serpent.
Royal and the Serpent?
Yeah. And
oh, that's a group?
No, it's just a girl, but that's just her stage name, I guess.
Royal and the Serpent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lana Del Rey, because she's one of my inspirations.
Okay.
And who else is there? I love Tate McRae's new stuff. Have you heard of her? She's like a young artist that just kind of blew.
Oh, so you're supporting like the new folks that's coming in the door.
She kind of like blew recently with a song called "You Broke Me First." Very good. She's in America. I think she's in LA, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, you know what? Shoot me a link with these 3, so I can just check them out and understand where you are at this time. And anyone else that you might care to mention that's in your player at this time?
Oh my God, there's loads. I love Julia Michaels, and who else? God, there's so many.
Oh wow! Look at that. Your playlist is so vast you can't even pull.
Yeah,
that's all right. That's all right.
But like old people as well, like Johnny Cash and Frank Sinatra. It's like a mixture of the most random artists. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing that. And you see, my questions weren't that bad, right? It was, yes, it was cool, right? They weren't. Yeah, they weren't off limits, right?
No, I loved the question about the scene. You know, like what scene do I imagine?
Oh, yes. Yeah, well, Muzilog, we ask questions with a difference. We work it differently over here. So I want to thank you for sharing with us over here. Is there anything you want to talk about that we didn't get to ask you, that you just want to mention to the listening audience?
No, just the next song is coming out on the 16th, and that's the main thing.
Okay.
Thanks, Sam.
Well, Eiza, we want to thank you. Thanks for reaching out.
Thank you.
And this was a really good interview. I learned a lot, and I'm happy to learn about your music. I think you have some good music, and I look forward to great things from you.
You too. Thanks.
All right.
Oh my.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Learn about the ever-changing climate of the music industry and learn how to position yourself. With the new book, Hybrid Executive, great for indiepreneurs, indie artists, managers, engineers, booking agents, and more. Hybrid Executive is the new terminology for today's indie artist, written by music producer Samuel E. Archer. Now available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple Books, BookBaby, and other leading ebook distributors. Visit thehybridexecutive.com for more information.
My next song is called Barren Ball, and it's out on April 16th. You can pre-save it now and you can listen on the 16th.
Be sure to visit our website, Muzilog.com. MUZILOG, Muzilog.com, where music, entertainment, and culture lives.